What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Plus Club, the show where we play the free games for PlayStation Plus, and we play them throughout the month. At the end of the month, we give our synopsis and what we liked and what we disliked about them. We discuss them. Of course, my name's Josh.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Chris.
My name's Seth.
You are on Taste of Loot Gaming. So the Plus Club games this month were the Resident Evil Remaster. It was a remaster of a remaster from the GameCube one. And then Transformers Devastation. I guess let's start with Resident Evil. I honestly played fucking 13 minutes of it before we aired this episode, before we filmed this. So
give yourself a little more credit. It was about 25 minutes.
The first thing I did is I walked in and I got my ass kicked by a fucking zombie. So that kind of shows you how...
For anyone who's actually played Resident Evil, the very first zombie.
Yeah, the very first zombie. The zombie you don't even have to kill. You walk into the other fucking room, and if you're Jill, and what's-his-ass deals with it for you. I don't know, is it the same with Chris? Or do you actually have to kill that thing with Chris?
You have to kill it, or you're going to run away.
That's so weird, the fucking...
He's hard mode.
I know, but I mean, like... I don't know, that was weird.
So for anybody that doesn't know, this is, like you said, the remaster, the GameCube remaster of the PlayStation original game. Mm-hmm. Resident Evil, legendary game when it comes to survival horror, and a huge classic for myself. I played it on GameCube when it came out. I was really excited for it back then. And then it's released free now on PlayStation Plus, or has been this month. For me, it was really cool to revisit this game. In a weird way, this game still looks really good, but also has aged more than I thought it had, which sounds really weird. So I remember when I very first played this game and heard the voice acting when the GameCube one came out, I'm like, man, they really made this a lot better, which is sad because now I'm listening to them like, damn, this is bad, the way they're talking. So the original one is really fucking bad. But one thing that I really enjoyed about this is obviously with the remaster for PS4, they smoothed the game out a lot. It doesn't look as pixelated, but one thing that looks great regardless is the environments. They're all kind of like hand-drawn, designed, and I almost feel like the more they age and the less detailed they look, they more almost look like a painting, which in that sense feels timeless to me. I feel like the game will still look good years from now. In fact, the only thing where you can really look at the graphical assets of the game and go, well, it could be better or worse, or it's fine, blah, 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 is the character models, which I think look great.
You do think that's in motion?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The only ones that look chintzy to me are the Resident Evil 5 outfits. Just don't fit the rest of the game aesthetically.
The motif.
But as a person who's played the shit out of the original Resident Evil Director's Cut, and the remade version on the GameCube, it was fun to revisit it. It was cool to play that type of survival horror again, and in a weird way, I don't know why we don't have games like this still. I think it works really well. It adds to the suspense and horror of the game, the hallways, camera angles, the surprises that are built into every room or whatever. It made me miss that era in horror games. Now horror games are all just first-person jump scare fests, which is fine. There's room for that. People like that excitement. But for me, I liked that building tension that you got from Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill, of course. So for me, it was really cool to revisit it. I kind of want to play it some more, but if I do, I will probably use a walkthrough, because as I've beaten it already, I kind of want to get the experience of the game. Thoughts from you guys now that I got it jump started?
I'm with you. I think the set pieces are gorgeous, and I don't think it's going to change very much, because very similar to the mentality, to use the example of Guild Wars 2 when they're making that, they wanted it to look more like a painting and less like a video game, which I do think ages better than video game graphics do in general. So
I was actually going to bring up Guild Wars 2 also, because that's why they made their map like that, is because paintings and stuff like that are timeless. So it's not, they don't you don't look at it, because MMOs last a long time. So I guarantee you there's assets in WoW you're like, ooh, that looks like shit.
Well, they've updated that constantly over the years to try and keep the modern looking, but still you can tell it's an older game. But I think they've done a good job with that game
absolutely.
as well.
But yeah, I mean, set piece wise, I appreciate that they give you 2 control schemes. You can play like a modern game, or you can play it like the original game
without even having to go into the options.
Yeah, which is very weird for Japanese game.
Yeah.
Usually you have to go through menus to do anything.
Oh yeah,
Japanese games.
Oh no, Josh was already ready for that. As soon as he started playing the game, he touched the joystick and he was like, or the analog. He's like, "What the fuck?" And it's like when the options. I knew what he was doing. I'm like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh," and he's just like going through the thing. I'm like, "Stop for a second." And he's like, "It's fucking not tank controls." I'm like, "I know. Go back. Use the D-pad." He's like, "Oh, there we go."
So I think that's a great and actually very welcome addition to that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I also agree with what you said about this game genre shouldn't have disappeared. In fact, I was gonna make kind of a statement of, hey, Capcom, you want someone to make a decent Resident Evil game, maybe let Naughty Dog make it.
That'd be dope.
So, but
I actually didn't care for the visual aesthetics of the game. It felt very much just like a reskinning of the game to me, and not like in a good way. It was kind of seemed minimal effort for a remaster.
Yeah.
I think they could have put a little more effort into it. Basically, they just took all the old assets of the character models of like the buildings and the creatures and just updated slightly the skins for them, and I just thought it was kind of lazy.
Like I said before, too, the biggest thing I noticed, even in like the graphics, is it's just smoother looking.
Yeah.
So I agree. I do like the way it looks, but I agree it is very minimal. Like they didn't put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, I think I would have liked it more if they had done that. I'd never played the original one, so for as far as comparison goes, I don't have much.
I'm saying right now, we don't do Game Vault anymore, but for TLG plays, we're gonna go back and play the one for PlayStation. Because Josh also hasn't played it.
like the black box version or the jewel case version?
Whenever we can get our hands on. The one's director's cut, one's just Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But the original Resident Evil has like a crazy cutscene with fire and crazy guitar and shit. So I'd probably prefer that one. For nostalgia reasons.
I didn't like it, to be honest. And I didn't even go as far as say I really wish I got that 20 minutes back. I started with Resident Evil 2, which there's not a whole lot of differences there. I mean, they played the exact same. But right now, because I've grown older and the game has gotten older, it's very antiquated for me, and almost to the point where I'm like, ooh, I don't want to fucking deal with this shit. And
You prefer it to be more like Dark Souls 3.
yeah, Dark Souls 3 is the best game ever made. No, but like Silent Hill 2, I know I can go back and I could play through that whole fucking game again.
Easy.
I don't know. It's just like the fucking Resident Evil games has like a lot of super backtracking fucking. There's always a weird set of keys you have to get in every single fucking game like that. There's always a weird set of some bullshit you have to find, and I don't think I could actually sit down and go through that again. Like I did that as a kid, and I am done.
So for you, this genre is kind of
over for me.
gone past.
I could do. I thought that was lightning.
Ghosts.
I could like I said though, I could play like Silent Hill again.
Yeah. Silent Hill feels more involved to me, and I don't want to make this whole conversation about Silent Hill versus Resident Evil because Silent Hill wins, but Silent Hill, even in its melee, Resident Evil is very much like you lock into place. You stab down, forward, or up. Silent Hill, you have a pipe and you just fucking crank it back and swing it. Like,
well, the thing about Silent Hill though is like, and the thing about fucking Resident Evil that pissed me off is like, man, you're fucking. If you're even in knife range of a zombie, you're gonna hit it twice. It's gonna fucking bite you. So you're gonna lose health regardless, even though you have to fucking kill this thing, or because it's fucking in the middle of a hallway or some shit. There's not like a fucking get the fuck away from me button. And
what they added in the GameCube version, which is now in this one as well, those knives you pick up, you can stab them in the head to get them off you. It's kind of like a getaway free card.
Yeah.
And I get where you're coming from, and I do think it's an older system that could be upgraded if they made like a new Resident Evil like this again. But in a weird way, between that, the limited ammo, and the ribbons, it almost adds tension to the game that I think games don't have anymore. And not saying it's amazing and great or whatever, but it's almost something I miss, because most horror games nowadays feel like you're just kind of walking forward and getting scared, whereas games like that, like, I remember running around zombies and shit because I didn't have ammo anymore, and I had to like try and fucking run and figure shit out, and I kind of miss that stress of trying to figure out situations that aren't just easily like, oh, beat its ass with a bat.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you're saying completely, and I agree. At the same time, though, there's something in me, and I think a lot of it for me is looking through rose-tinted glasses when it comes to this. Like, I have a huge soft spot for the original Resident Evil, so I really, I have nothing but positive things to say about it, aside from it is dated for sure. But anything positive about it at all?
The hand drawn aspect does still look nice.
Yeah,
I still think it holds up decently well. Huh. And even in that small time that I played, I was like it invoked emotion. So I mean, I got to give it credit there somewhere. I mean, like,
yeah.
So because like the whole time I was just walking through, I was like, ugh, fucking mansion sucks. I'm just fucking pissed. I'm like, zombies are gonna be all over the fucking place.
That's Resident Evil to me.
And
well, you were in the middle of talking. Let's say, anybody have any final thoughts?
And
I'm just done listening to Josh.
I know.
No, you're done.
I'm an asshole. That's me.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna delete it, and I almost wish I could delete it out of my library.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Are you trying to out Chris or what?
Apparently.
I like it. I want to fucking delete it out of my life.
Just purge my memory from it.
All right.
Our second game was Transformers Devastation. A third-person, I guess, brawler, I guess you would consider it. It also had like some shooting mechanics and pretty deep combat. I mean, what do we think of Transformers Devastation?
I'm gonna jump in because I know Chris played it more than any of us. You actually beat it.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
So I played it for about an hour. I kind of slacked on this one, but from what I played, I was actually really surprised in it. I assumed my experience with Transformers games have just been lackluster. I'm not a huge Transformers fan, so I have nothing there for it. But it's made by Platinum Games, right?
I believe so.
Which was really interesting to find out.
They're creators of Bayonetta.
Yeah, and so as soon as I started the game, I was like, wow, this game actually looks pretty good. I like the way they did the cell shading. It looks like a cartoon.
It looks like a comic book. Yeah,
really cool the way they did
job
it.
There.
And then once I got into combat, it wasn't just mashing like square to kill things. Like there was a combo system. You could transform into your car to do moves while fighting.
It had that Platinum Games deep combat.
Yeah, it had a way deeper combat system than I was expecting from it. Visually looked great. Like I said, the Transformers thing does nothing for me. The storyline, I don't care about that. But overall, that was really neat. And then there's loot in the game, which kind of blew my mind. Like I was like, wow, this is like a legitimate game. According to Chris, though, it's a pretty short game because he beat the fuck out of it really quickly. But overall, I thought it was neat. I would probably play this more. The one thing I was hoping from it, the way it played, is like every game ever, co-op. I think co-op would be really cool in that game. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
I beat it, so you guys go ahead.
I mean, you kind of said a lot of what I was going to say. It's a very solid game. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I love the visual aesthetic. It looks like the cartoon, which is awesome. The controls are good. I think it plays really well. The loot was a nice little addition. I also like that some of the loot you get by doing little puzzles or like specific things you have to accomplish. I thought that was really neat. The switching between vehicle to transformer, even mid combat, was really just like, you could tell it was just meant to be fun, and it really comes off that way. It was just fun. I didn't play any of the Bayonetta games, so I'm not really used to these guys' games. I know I'm looking forward to Nier Automata and Scalebound. Is that them?
Yeah, I think so.
So, it was a nice taste of the kind of game they make. I kind of want to go back and play Bayonetta now, just to see.
I recommend that game to fucking even way over fucking Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
like
Bayonetta had so much fucking soul compared to Devil May Cry. It's fucking crazy. So plus the set pieces are fucking.
They're
nuts.
both completely ridiculous, but Bayonetta is definitely more modern. It has more things to it, and it is fun. Like, and not like gameplay wise, but also in its tone. It does not take itself serious, and it's fine.
Fuck no.
These guys are just good at making just fun brawling games.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty much all I have for it. You said a lot of it, so.
I really enjoyed it. Did remind me a lot of a Platinum Games kind of brawler. Deep combos, combos that it had like almost like a Dynasty Warriors kind of combo system where, if you tap X twice and hit Y, it was a different move. Tap X 3 times, hit Y, it was a different move. So that kind of kept combat fresh and fun. I thought the boss, I only saw one boss, but I thought he was fucking cool. And if they're all like larger than life
huge,
like that, fucking
Constructor.
Devastator. If they're all like larger than life like that, then I think the rest of the game would be a fucking blast. I mean,
I'll probably keep it installed because I would like to actually, especially if it's that short, I'll probably try to go through it. So.
And then I'm not a Transformers fan either, but I do understand the characters. And so like the whole chemistry between like Starscream and fucking Megatron was there, because Starscream always tries to usurp him and fucking Megatron hates him, but they're still on the same fucking team. And the little fucking rat bastard. But that, I don't know. They really, it seems like to me they took the lore and they actually did a good job with it. They didn't squander it or do anything like that. So it was really huge fucking surprise for me.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Transformers, whatever. Because the last one I played, I think, was based on the fucking movies. So I mean,
Last one I played was for PlayStation, and it was fucking awful.
Yeah.
You just like ran around in like trenches shooting shit. It was weird. It was
Yeah.
bad.
And
It was
then,
bad.
but yeah, it was fun. I might play it more. So we'll just have to see.
Chris,
Well, since I'm the one who beat the game, I think I played it for 8 hours and beat it in one night. It is a fun, yeah. It is a fun game. It is very much Dynasty Warriors-esque, like you were saying. Press one button and then the strong attack, and it does a launcher and things like that. But once you end those launchers, if they connect properly, you press R1 and you go into Karma, which does a whole set of different little combos. Every weapon has its own combo system, so like each of them feels unique. Every single one of them is different. Well, like the axes and the maces and then swords,
the
double
types.
swords, yeah, different types. Same with the guns. All the guns have different types. They all feel different and unique. I just wish the cast was a little bigger as far as variety goes, because like you literally can play as any of them and they all feel the same, other than some of them move slower than the others and some of them move faster than the others.
So it's a costume.
Basically, and then they have a ability. I think it's a L1 trigger, does a special unique ability per one of them, like dashes forward, and Optimus Prime just goes all semi-truck mode and swirls around. But for the most part, they're just reskins. But it is fun. I mean, I beat it. I had fun playing it. I even did some of the challenge modes, which are interesting.
That's actually what I thought was neat about it, is it gives you like a grade every like a little mini objective that they have you do. So it almost kind of gives you a reason to go back and fucking, I'm going to ace that and I'm going to do better at this, or S. I don't know if S
That
is
arcade
even
feel.
right. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I think I got one double S once. But
Ooh, look at you.
ooh,
Nazi.
bragging.
right? I know that if you beat certain enemies, like the bosses, with a higher ranking, you get their weapons, because I got Devastator's drill hands. So that's really cool. And I got like
That's cool.
Starscream's dual pistols, and I got Grimlock. I don't know, not Grimlock. Some guy that's just the Transformer literally transformed into a giant gun. That's all he does.
I forgot who that is. Yeah,
But I have his gun.
I feel like a fan of Transformers would be really into this game.
Yeah, for sure.
The
Nice.
lore and the
too.
characters are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Surprised it didn't do. I mean, I don't think it did bad, but I don't think it did amazing either.
Well, it's funny because when they were bringing it out, even I remember, even before they announced it as a Plus game, I remember hearing people who had played this game saying it was really good. So
yeah. It's weird too. It's Activision.
that is a little weird because
It's
I
not Call
didn't
of
think
Duty.
they published anything other than Call of Duty, Guitar Hero, and Tony Hawk.
Destiny.
They need to fucking.
Destiny.
They need to take what they did with this game and bring it over to Beast Wars.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I liked Beast Wars as a kid, so I'd definitely get into that.
There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex character in the game if you play long enough.
That's Megatron.
No, it's a good
That
guy.
guy's ass
Grimlock.
moves really a lot for something that's metallic.
Grimlock?
I think so.
The giant T-Rex for... Yeah.
There he's like running and his ass is just shaking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he's metal, dude. Why has he got a badonkadonk?
His is the weirdest.
shaking
Of all the
it.
Transformers, I think he's the least likely to be a skin swap because his combos transform into his Carbo or his dinosaur mode, and he can shift back and forth between his combos between Autobot mode and transformed mode. It's really weird.
That was weird.
I think it's weird. He's not a car.
He also talks like he's a caveman too.
It's like, fuck it. You're a dinosaur.
Might as well.
Who makes that decision?
So overall, it seems like everybody's kind of on the same page. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people can enjoy this game, actually.
Yeah.
What I was going to ask, who would you suggest it to? I mean, the first thing I think of is Transformers fans, because the amount of stuff you guys are talking about and what I experienced. It seems like this game in no way is trying to connect itself to the movies, but more so to the original source material.
It's definitely the 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He even looks like the 80s cartoon.
I mean, Bumblebee's a Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah, he's back to being his normal fucking car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he talks and he's not fucking talking through radio.
If I recall right, it's all the
fucking
original voice actors too.
Optimus
Damn.
Prime definitely is.
I know Optimus Prime and Starscream and Megatron are all
Starscream. They have such like unique voices. Like
Oh, yeah.
Starscream's fucking. And, you know, and then yeah, he is. And then fucking Optimus Prime has that very noble, fucking old wise voice.
Yeah, no, I would say I fucking love listening to Optimus Prime, actually. Very
do too.
pleasant to listen to
Yeah,
voice.
He's that
Makes you feel
voice.
safe like Daddy.
Not fucking the movie voice, but fucking that voice
I
actor.
think the movie voice is pretty good too.
That's pretty similar, if not the exact same.
I don't think it is.
I think you just
But yeah, I
Being
would
mean
I would
movie.
recommend this. Anybody who likes brawlers, anybody who likes
Any Platinum Games game.
yeah.
I think they did Metal Gear Rising as well.
Yeah, they did. Which makes sense because they were still in like fucking Bayonetta mode when they made that fucking game.
definitely.
So I was like, Jesus, this is fucking the same game. It's different.
same game
Same
but different.
game but different.
All right. Well, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you thought of either of these games. If you didn't play them, are you interested in them? Do you like Resident Evil? Did you play it when you were younger, or did you play Resident Evil 2? Most people I know played Resident Evil 2 first, which is always really interesting. But yeah.
That's going to do it for this episode of Plus Club. We do not have the games for next month yet, but we'll be sure to tell you when we find that out. Be sure to check us out on Twitch. It's Sleep Division. Check us out on Twitter. It's Taste of the Loot Gaming. And check us out in Tumblr, also Taste of the Loot Gaming. Please like and subscribe. And for all you out there, my name's Josh.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Chris.
I'm fucking Seth.
And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!